Well, if we wasn't in danger before, we're about to be. Despite taking over the Institute and doing as best I can to convince the rest of the world that we're not that much of a threat, the entire facility, except for me, wants to destroy the Brotherhood, so we might have to. Luckily, the Brotherhood want to destroy me, so that kind of makes it a bit easier. Owen, Ganshi, welcome to the stream, how are we? Prediction is up, for those that would like to get involved. There are a few things I want to do before we start pressing this, though. The most dangerous thing is I have a quest, get this, called End of the Line. As I said yesterday, if this ends in a ambulance chase back, a fire engine chase back to Grove Street, then I'll know we're in trouble. Also, as it stands, Augur is still in the driving seat. 38 deaths with his 38 prediction means the Greens are set to get, 5 points if I don't die again before the end of the game. Ugh. But I aren't going straight into thingy business today, because I have had reports that have suddenly come in, a mission type that I've never seen before, that Ticonderoga, the railroad outpost in Cambridge, has gone dark. Now, if we already have rogue people working inside the Institute against what the Institute perceives as its enemies, then a railroad camp going dark out of nowhere worries me slightly. I need to go and check that first to make sure that that isn't Institute business, because if it is, I don't want any conflict sparking between the two before I learn fully that I can't talk them into coexisting, which might be difficult. So let's get started. Scotty, welcome to the stream as well. How is everybody? Is it warm outside? Is it a warm day? I'm still in the cave at the moment. I'm yet to actually... Well, I went out at like 8 AM, but I'm yet to go out too much. Don't tell me that, Scotty. I'm praying for autumn. Sick of this weather. Scotty, good afternoon. Prediction is up for anybody that nobody's got any faith in me. Look at that. 6-4, good afternoon as well. God, this is becoming a familiar view, is it not? How many times have I stood here and looked out among the belly of the Institute and had to do some serious thinking? I feel like I've stared at that rotating thing around the main elevator for about 3 hours in this playthrough up to this point. But yes, we had a meeting yesterday. In fact, it was the very last thing we did with the directors. And they decided that we need to press on with whatever stage 3 is, or phase 3. But I'm scared about phase 4. Because if I'm going to war on behalf of the Institute, then I need to get all of my ducks in order, is that the word? Ducks in a line? Affairs in order? So, first job is this. Not that. Does that not feel a bit endgame? We've sorted out Virgil, but this is a concern. The Ticonderoga safe house, which is one of the railroad safe houses, coursers have been spotted in the field, which means trouble. Desdemona has asked to check on Ticonderoga's safe house, which has gone dark. Hopefully the Institute hasn't found them. Now, as leader of the Institute, I didn't order this, but do I really want to go over there and start attacking Institute coursers? You know what I mean? Alkirion, thank you for the big celebration. Thank you for the bits. Alkirion, good morning as well. Is that to spice up me staring out at the Institute? So,
your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Thank you, Robbie Savage. But if Ticonderoga has gone... Oh God, we need to trim these back. I'll have someone's bloody eye out. That's my first job as director. If Ticonderoga has gone dark, it might point to a part of the Institute that is not under my control, taking shots at somebody I haven't suggested they take shots at. If it moves, I shoot it. If it doesn't move, also shoot it. Just shoot everything. You want me to die, that's why. You want me to get myself in some trouble that I can't recover from for your own benefit. And that, Alkirion, is respectable. Right, let's nip to Ticonderoga. As we see, this is where I am, and Ticonderoga's right there, so it shouldn't be too far. Let's teleport out. I don't believe that, maybe. I don't believe a word you said. Maybe I can shut down the... Do I have any... I don't think I've been given any Like, what would you call the code that you can use to disable something? Let's get rid of that, don't I? I've had that marker on there for ages. What's the word? Like the code I used on the reset code? That doesn't seem technical enough, I don't know why. Hang on a minute, just give me 1 second. I'm already tinkering. I'm already faffing. I've been live for 2 minutes. Are we good? Does that look alright? Yeah, I suppose reset code's the word. Anyway, Ticonderoga. Maybe I can just walk in there and sort of explain that we're all working together now. Do I have great mentats in case I need to talk down some coursers? Because I do not want to be fighting a courser. I've got 8 sets. That's perfect. That's what we're here for. God, the city seems really small now. I don't know why. Like early on in the game, it just seemed like this massive... It's just a cow, it's fine. This massive untouched jungle. But now, it just feels... I don't know. Home? Is that lame? It feels like... I'm so familiar with it and its finer details that it's starting to feel very familiar and easy to navigate and small. That's green tech genetics, isn't it? There's also a mission to go to Medford Hospital, which is to the south of the city, but I don't know if I actually should do that one, because that definitely feels like a Radiant mission. And this could also be a Radiant mission, but I feel like I should check. Right, Ticonderoga is one of the railroad safe houses. And according to the railroad's data when I visited them yesterday, they've seen Institute courses. Now, the railroad doesn't know that I am an Institute worker. Well, not just an Institute worker. I am the leader of the fucking thing. So I'm going to nip back to Ticonderoga and see if I can sort this out. It's in one of these towers. The area seems quiet, though. If there's any courses here now. The reason I'm checking this off is because I don't know whether this is triggered because I have taken control of the Institute. Because the railroad never gave me any missions like this before. Prediction's about halfway through. If anybody fancies making some channel points off Team 2. Here it is. It's all quiet outside. Can't hear anything but the wind. Nothing. Do I just go? Is this a trap? After that attempted coup yesterday with the bio-wing department, it's a bio-wing in the Institute, I'm kind of nervous that everything's a trap. Or that the entire Institute is going to rise up and... You know? Oh.
Hey there.
Halt! Intruder identified. This is a restricted area. Your arrival wasn't in the mission briefing. This irregularity will be reported to Justin Ayo.
Give me a second.
You know who I am, so tell me, what are you doing here?
Intelligence indicated this is a railroad base. Perimeter breached and all hostiles eliminated. Currently maintaining surveillance.
The SRB sent me to check on you. See if you need help.
Mission proceeding according to plan. Ambush set for railroad targets. Prepared to reclaim any synths they possess. Use the stairs to leave. The elevator's been disabled by the second unit.
Did it just tell me to kill all courses? I can't do that, can I? Oh, God. The worst happened. The Institute has wiped out Ticonderoga safe house. All hands are lost. Now it's my job to clean them out. There can be no survivors. I can't choose this, can I? If I choose this, I will actively work against myself. Now, my Institute credentials managed to get me to pass those speech checks so I didn't have to explain why I was there. But this is a path I can't go down. Which is making me worry that there is no peace to be gained between the Institute and the railroad. Oh, fuck. Is it that close? 6-4. 9.3k to 10. Nobody's got any channel points left, right? Ooh. Okay, I assume I can make this guy hostile if I mess about too much.
Intruder identified. This
Okay,
is a
okay.
restricted
Yes,
area.
yes.
Your arrival wasn't in the mission briefing.
I understand.
This irregularity will be reported to Justin AO.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. Have I got no choice?
I didn't mean to stumble into your operation. Just a coincidence.
Explanation deemed improbable. Leave this area immediately.
Why can't I actually leave the area? Do I actually have to... Why will it not let me leave?
Use the stairs to leave.
Oh.
The elevator's been disabled by the second unit.
Okay.
To report, ma'am.
See, the others know that I'm the leader of the Institute. Okay, I'm actually really nervous. Let me just get out. I forgot he said the bit about the elevator being broken. 10 meters below me. Let's just leave. I thought I might have to commit a crime against my own faction for half a second there. Imagine if I'd have got locked in here and had to shoot my way out. How do I get back downstairs, though? I'm nervous that I'm going to spend too long and get shot at. Here. What the fuck? Why am I getting shot at? Uh-oh. Just go, just go, just go, just go, just go, just go. I can't get out. Well, this is really, really bad. How do I get out?
Speaking, your survival is improbable.
Down here, down here. Just keep going down. Please not be full of synths down here, please. Fuck. You really, really, really bad. Kitten, no. Kitten, welcome to the stream. I've somehow managed to upset the Institute.
Terminal
Please come
somewhere.
out.
Okay, please, 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 just open it. I need to get out of here. I've accidentally attacked the Institute, Kitten. This is terrible. Kitten, good afternoon. Go, 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 go. So, the Railroad, they're the people that want to free the synths, and the Institute are the people that made the synths and want to keep them. Are obviously at war. The Railroad have a secret base, and the Institute's just smashed it to pieces. I walked in, talked my way out of it, then got shot by a fucking turret. Now all the synths think that I'm a baddie. I need to... Please don't die, I want to get outside. But the stress has made Kitten get a Greg's look. Fucking hell, Institute. Why do I deserve it? What did I do wrong? Absolute caution. Stop! That's a lot of enemies. That's a fucking ton of enemies. Run! I can't run, I can't run. I'm stuck. There's turrets, there's everything. Take a stim pack. What the fuck? I can't go back now. There's a Corsair. Right there, look. See him? I've got to defend myself. Right, I'm leaving. I really hope that hasn't caused any negative feeling between the Institute and myself. That was bullshit. Why did that turret shoot at me? No, I'm alive. I'm fine. Thanks for your concern, you lot. The synth snuck up on you. Yeah, with about 8 of his mates. Right, I assume I can't teleport until I get out of combat. Actually, that's worth trying. I need to get back to the Institute. Okay, teleporting combat. Whew. Please don't be hostile. Please don't be hostile. Oh, that was a mess. How did it come to that? Well, this has proven something to me. There is going to be no peace between the Institute and the Railroad. And now I have a quest that I can't actively complete because I'd have to destroy a bunch of Institute synths and courses, which I aren't prepared to do. Is that listed as failed? I need to go back and kill all the courses. But if I do that, I might ruin my relationship with the Institute. And if I ruin my relationship with the Institute, then it's the Brotherhood and the Institute ticked off my possible friends list. I'm not dead yet, I'm fine. Oh, God. I've got no miscellaneous stuff, and all of these are Railroad related apart from this. I suppose, with Virgil spoke to, and all my miscellaneous quests gone.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Yeah.
Higgs and Loken are lucky to be alive. Not everyone would have handled that situation as well as you did.
Oh, my brain's fried all of a sudden.
Good morning. Would you care for some pre-processed nutritional supplements?
More than you'd know.
Let's see what you have.
Give me these food packets. Okay, thank you. I'm going to go sit over here and just think about what I've done. Got 2 calls this morning, back to back. 10:57, left a voicemail asking me to answer my phone. Not a number to call back. I called the hospital back 3 minutes later and they were busy. Now I am awaiting them to call me back, still about his eyes. So yeah, stress Greg's it is. So the 2 calls this morning were from the hospital. But it's coming out of the incubator. That's, imagine. A real cot. Big boy cot. Good shit, kid. Right, give me a second. End of the line. I think Sean's going to tell us now. This has got to be the start of the final quest, right? This has got to be the beginning of the end. Okay, I'm knocking stuff off this table.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir.
Operating at
I carried out my
capacity.
duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
Is this Patriot?
But I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't
This
be
might be
necessary.
Patriot.
It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
I wonder if this is Patriot.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Good to see you.
It's just labelled synth. Remember the ginger one with long hair and red suit. The ophthalmologist called asking you to answer your phone. I don't have to spell that big bitch word. The eye doctor.
You showed a lot of leniency with Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken.
Right, I need to get somewhere where I'm not going to get spoke at by a bunch of NPCs.
I wanted to compliment you on your handling of the situation in bioscience.
Siddle sleeps in a big boy cot as well. Dougie, welcome to the stream. I didn't die yesterday. No, it's true. We called back literally 3 minutes later and said he's busy. Fuck. It's all fun and games until we complete End of the Line and said it started keep your friends close. Yeah. Go kill him, Dougie. It must be done. Why have I got to... Oh, for August points. This morning I was doing something and felt my neck slide away from your shoulder. Okay, you're going to need 2 Gregs for that. Right, let's go speak to Sean. To be honest, outside of that Ticonderoga blunder, it's essentially like things are going all right within the Institute.
How truly humbling it is.
Like the radio message yesterday, we put out word saying we need to resolve this peacefully, that the people of the Commonwealth aren't under threat, and to stay away from Institute business because it might jeopardise our plans for the safety and better future of the entire Commonwealth, right? Which, as far as we could, was a positive message, or a message of cooperation with the rest of the Commonwealth. Got a big order, does that count? Steak bake, hot ham and cheese baguette and some donuts. Twice. Alright. If end of the line means we need to kill Smoke, then I'll do it. Sean.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the Directorate. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
How long has this been coming? When did they decide on this course of action?
The arrival of the Brotherhood's airship was the final straw, really. There's just too much at stake. You can't afford to lose it all.
You know, Mother, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the Institute.
Shit.
The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by whom. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
Oh god, we have to choose correctly here. Thought you were playing that underwater game for a moment. This is the inside of the Institute, Satan. I don't know if you've seen this bit. It's clean. Gwynblade, welcome to the stream as well. You forgot the diet pot with that.
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
Gwynblade, Satan, good afternoon. Right, I need to make it. I need to pick my way through this to try and not implicate the Railroad too much. Because as much as we've said they might be a bit naive, they are well-intentioned and good-meaning. Well-meaning. Standia, welcome to the stream. We are at the point where the wrong choice is the bad ending.
Are you following?
Does it even matter? What are you getting at?
I think it's obvious. For the Institute's position in the Commonwealth to be secure, the Railroad must be eliminated. Completely.
No.
As our primary above-ground operative and someone who has had previous contact with the Railroad, you are in the best position to carry this out. So what I'm getting at, simply, is this. Are you willing to destroy them?
I've got to find a way to talk out of this, right? Because I don't want to destroy the Railroad. What I'm hoping... Oops, sorry, I bumped my microphone in my excitement. What I'm hoping is that there's some way of encouraging both to potentially work together. Like, if I can convince, as the leader of the Institute, if I can convince them that if a synth wants free will and wants to go and live up there on the wasteland, as bad as it is, they should be allowed to, then if that's the case, the Railroad can be some kind of welcome party or some kind of training and educational setup for the runaway synths. Then, if the synths want their own freedom, they can have it, and the Railroad get to... do you know what I mean? But I'm hoping that that's an option, but it sounds like, given the Institute's past, that's probably not likely. Is his head look small, Kitten? I think Sean is a procedurally generated mix of the father and the mother that you created at the start, so maybe we've just got small head Sean. Okay.
Is this really necessary?
I'm afraid it is. I take no pleasure in it, but it must be done for the sake of everyone in the Institute. And it must be done now. Are you willing?
There has to be another solution here. Something less violent.
I'm afraid the time for hesitation has passed. We must act decisively, and we must act now. Will you do it?
Will I do it? What what would potentially happen if I said no?
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
I am. If I said no, Sean might lose faith. And if Sean loses faith, then what does that look like? He's not going to kick me out, is he? Because I am now, or about to be, when his cancer takes him, the leader of the Institute.
This really is a matter of importance.
I can't imagine if I press no, they're all going to turn on me. And if I say no, they might just send some courses anyway, right? What if I say yes and get to the railroad first?
Are you following?
I wonder if I can say that I'm going to do it myself and go and speak to Desdemona and tell them to pack up and leave. Because the Institute are onto them. Then I have eliminated the railroad from the Boston area. But I haven't betrayed them. Do you reckon Bethesda's accounted for that? He's got a padded jacket and broad shoulders. Have you had Sean in the USA as a stream title yet? No. I did have Father and Son, though. Get a load of that one. That might be one of the best titles for years. Do we think, if you know the answer to this, please don't tell us.
Are you following?
Do you think there's a possibility that Bethesda have accounted for the fact that players might want to agree to this but quickly warn Desdemona? Because I have a feeling that this happens regardless, right? If I say no, then he'll say,
not too overwhelmed.
He'll say, I understand, I'll get a bunch of courses to do it. And then I would have to fight the courses off, which would cause problems. Or I say yes and see if there's maybe a setup to go and warn them. If not, then we just eat the bad decision. What do you reckon?
Are you following?
He's losing patience. We have been staring at him for 5 minutes. If it happens either way, it's probably better if I can convince Sean that I'll do it myself. Sean will be dead soon. That's ruthless to say about your own son. But Sean will die soon.
This really is a matter of importance.
Any objections?
I can take care of them.
Good. Good. I don't enjoy asking you to put yourself in harm's way, but this is so important.
See, here's the thing. The leaders of the railroad need to be eliminated to make sure they can no longer interfere with the Institute operations. My hope of peace is not an option. But if I don't want to fully screw over the railroad, then please, I hope there isn't the opportunity for me to go and speak to Desdemona first. Okay. Oh, I don't feel good about that decision. Let's walk back to the surface, and I'm going to quickly go to Old North Church. If I have to actually kill these people... Oh, I don't want to kill Glory with a railgun in the tight confines, do I? Please account for this, Bethesda. Right, we're back on the surface. I'm going to go over to Old North Church. Oh, this feels bad. Have you been here for the Institute stuff, Satan? It's bad. It definitely looks like a completely different game. I can see why you maybe got Subnautica vibes from it. Old North Church is not too far away, is it? For those that weren't here yesterday and the day before, I can no longer take Brotherhood vertibirds from place to place because I have openly gone to war with them, or at least become hostile. So I've locked myself out of the ability to have them take me places, and now if I see them in the wild, they are hostile. And the Brotherhood of Steel are not the type of people I want to be hostile with. I feel like my love for... I say my love, but I feel like my compassion for the railroad is going to get me in trouble here. Because if I turn on the railroad... Like, if I fail to talk the railroad round, then I'll get caught trying to talk the railroad round, which will be an active betrayal of the Institute. So that will anger both of them, and I can't exactly go back to the Brotherhood of Steel now, can I? Because I've very much angered them to the point of, well, active combat against them. Okay, hang on. Ticonderoga's still hostile from the look of things. So we'll destroy that. So actually, let's just sneak by it. If I can get round, I'll get around. I don't want to start firing on Institute stuff. This is all very complicated now. The church is just over there for the railroad, so we'll be there in a minute. Yeah, the Sins are still patrolling, so that means there could very well be a courser in the area. Here I am, just fighting against the Institute. Can't cross that bridge either, can I? Because it's shut. If I can sneak past and not aggro one of those coursers. Yes, you're not as stealthy as I'm trying to be. Just a synth and a turret. They're not the most perceptive things in the world. Stay in stealth. If I can't warn Desdemona, though. Can I survive a fight against the entirety of the Brotherhood? Of the Railroad, I should say. Including Pam and Assaultron. As if shit hits the fan, I'm going to be walking in here and I'm going to be face to face with them. They have no idea that I am a threat now, right? Like, the Railroad still think I'm one of their own, so they have no idea that I'm walking in here under orders to execute them. So they're not going to be hostile on approach. Oh, I'm trying to think through how this plays out. Did everybody feel like this when you were playing this game? I've never heard anybody talk about how cool all this, like, inter-faction politics stuff is. Okay, Bunker Hill, as we know, was absolutely wrecked by my previous actions. I'm just ruining place to place across the Commonwealth. Bunker Hill, fucked thanks to my actions. Ticonderoga, fucked thanks to my actions. Mass Fusion, fucked thanks to my actions. The Pridwin and the airport I can no longer go back to thanks to my actions. Need we say any more about the USS Constitution? Which is fucked thanks to my actions. Oh. And am I about to add Old North Church to the list? If this is actually the game spinning up towards the ending, this is so much more sort of involved and interesting than the Fallout 3 one was, where it kind of... The ending kind of happens to you when you're not looking in that game, it seems like. But the choice and the amount of what seems to be the amount of outcomes, even if it's just the illusion of choice, which it doesn't feel like it is in this instance. I know the whole illusion of choice thing is levied against games, but that's what it has to be, right? It has to be an illusion. Because it can't give you actual choice unless it's some CRPG that is so resource light that they can do something like that. But if this is an illusion, then it feels very good. Okay. Can I sleep here to maybe? I can. I get 1 hour of sleep. Right, how do I approach this? Do I walk in with guns drawn or not? I don't want to kill Desdemona. I like these people. Let's walk in as if nothing's ever changed. Does Drummer Boy come up and give me a...
Pam wants to talk with you. She's in back.
Thank you, Drummer Boy. fine. Let's take Mentats. Let's get our speech checks as high as possible.
I hope to God the Institute doesn't find us here. At least not soon. Something on your mind? You don't look so good.
Do you trust me?
Trust is a scarce commodity in our organization. Let me answer you like this. I have put our future, and the future of all synths, in your hands. I didn't do that lightly. And you haven't given me a reason to regret that decision.
Fuck. So then I've been ordered to kill Desdemona. I've been ordered to execute the entirety of the railroad. Do I just tell her?
The Institute has ordered me to kill you. All of you.
I guess they consider us a real threat after all. I suppose we should be flattered. So really, the question is, what are you going to do about it?
How do I deal with this, Desdemona?
Give me a straight answer first. Are you still on our side?
You're alive. So what do you think?
I think you didn't answer the question. Things have progressed faster than we expected. You need to stall them. Buy time any way you can. And step up your operation with Patriot. That's all we can do. Good luck. Have you met with Patriot yet?
Patriot is the railroad insider in the Institute. I need to make a decision. I am. Well, I'm not until Sean dies, so then.
A response would be appreciated.
Not yet.
If you get the opportunity to upload the holotape, do it. With Patriot's help, maybe we can score a major victory for synths.
So I have to kill her. I can't talk around. I can't. Well, I have warned her, haven't I? Oh, fuck, I've got to make a choice. But the problem is...
Need something?
No.
Are you injured? It's a wonder you and Glory don't set off metal detectors.
It seems like so, then I have to pick it. I have to make the choice now. From siding with the Institute means I have to kill Desdemona. I came back here to see if I could try and convince her not to. I wonder.
Word is, Diamond City is under
Desdemona.
opposition control. Have you met with Patriot yet?
Not yet.
If you get the opportunity to upload the holotape, do it. With Patriot's help,
Oh, I'm gonna have to kill him.
Score a major victory for synths.
I'm gonna have to kill the railroad. I'll work with them. The problem with working with them is the Institute knows they're here now.
Have you met with Patriot yet?
Mina, welcome to the stream. I'm in a serious turning point now and I'm worried. So here's the thing, right? The Institute is our current...
A response would be appreciated.
Oh, but these are nice people.
Not yet.
If you get the opportunity to upload the...
Right, let me just think about this. So the railroad are here to liberate synths. I was hoping to be able to work with the Institute to broker some kind of peace, but the Institute is hell-bent on killing the railroad. Despite the fact that I am in charge, it doesn't seem like I can talk down either side, so one of them has to die. Desdemona is the only one that needs killing, but killing Desdemona feels bad. If I didn't kill her, Sothan, I don't think Sean would... I think the Institute would turn on me. This feels like a fucking war crime. But if I was to turn on the Institute, that would also feel like a war crime. I don't know how to proceed. If I kill Desdemona, I have betrayed everything I've done with the Railroad over the last 3 or 4 months. And as I said, despite the fact I feel like the Railroad is slightly naive,
Have you met with Patriot yet?
they're not bad people.
What was the plan again?
Tom encrypted a holotape using the same encryption scheme Patriot used in the past. If you put that holotape on any terminal down there, hopefully you'll get his attention. Or have you already met him?
Contacting Patriot is my top priority.
If you get the opportunity to upload the holotape, do it. With Patriot's help, maybe we can score a major victory for Synths.
Oh, give me a second. I need to make this decision, don't I?
I traded some lead with the courser outside Dayton.
Up to this point, nothing I've done has felt like I am villainous. Really. Like, turning against the Brotherhood, they had their reasons. But turning against the Railroad feels out of hand. Again, where are the Minutemen in this? Like, why is the I can. Part of me wants to go and speak to Preston to see if he has anything to say about any of this. I went to Ticonderoga, Scotty, and there was a gunfight between the Synths and the Railroad, and the Synths of the Institute won. The Coursers eliminated everybody. And when I tried to step in, they chased me out of the building. Now I've gone back to speak to Sean about it, and he has said the only thing we can do now is to fully eliminate the Railroad. And I have a mission to kill Desdemona. Now I've warned Desdemona and she's not afraid. But I can't talk her down, I can't tell her to stop with the whole assault in the Institute, I can't do any of the above. She says she's not afraid of me, and she says she trusts me implicitly, which has made me nervous about eliminating the entire Railroad. However, but again, the fourth faction that is quiet on all of this is the Minutemen. Is there a chance that there is like, if I listen to Radio Freedom, for example, can I hear anything about this from Preston? It's just peaceful violin music again. Oh, I can't make this decision. But I need to. Killing Desdemona doesn't feel like what Suski would do in this instance. Because it feels like our character isn't sold on Sean's vision. And I aren't either. I feel like a responsibly led institute is probably the best outcome. Because I love the Minutemen, but I'm leader of the Minutemen. Surely there is something I can do as leader of the Minutemen. Exactly, Kitten. She would tell Desdemona to run, but Desdemona doesn't seem interested in running. I think they're so kind of... what's the word? Idealistic that... I guess they've been so desperate to get a lead into the Institute that now they've finally got one, then let Desdemona be stubborn and die. You know what, Kitten? There's maybe some thought in that. You can lead a horse to water, yeah. Right, spare me 10 minutes. I need to go and check that the Minutemen aren't involved in this. They've been sat quiet, as Preston, I suppose, has been sat quiet at the castle this whole time. Exactly, mind, right? That's what I'm worried about. And if I'm not really in charge, then... if the Institute, despite putting me in charge, can't be talked down from doing this, I just really hope, right, in my back of my mind, I've got this feeling that the Minutemen might be able to sort it out somehow. I don't know why. But there is this fourth faction that is yet to have any... Is there any other factions? Minutemen Railroad, Brotherhood, and... the Institute, right? They're the four. I thought there was three, but there's four. Obviously, there's, like, Acadia and all that up on the DLC, but that's not connected. Let me just rule out, because if I find out that there is a Minutemen path to this, I'll be disappointed that I didn't go and at least investigate it. Mindrake, good morning, by the way. Welcome to the stream. As you can see, my thought process has not got any clearer. A reminder, everybody, that the reason I'm walking is the same reason I'm no longer going over in that direction, because I have infuriated the Brotherhood. Wait, if I caught... Is it worth calling a Brotherhood vertibird just to see what happens? I've assumed that I can't use them, and people have made the joke, but I've never actually checked it. The thing is, though, Kitten, is if I need to push towards an ending, the point is I need to pick, like, if I was to say what's the point in them making me leader if they can force it, then if there's no path I can go down to fucking Rust Devils, absolutely not. So if I was to be angry with that decision, the only way to sort of take that out in the game would be to attack the Institute. And I don't think that's necessarily worth attacking the Institute for. Hey, there's that submarine, isn't it, Ashley? 1 second. I wrote a list. Why make you leader if they won't listen? Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. But it's not like I have a choice at this point, right? That's the thing. Submarine. I'm just writing stuff on the list of things that I said I was going to check out before the playthrough ends. We'll have a little bit of an explore. If the game lets us, if not, that's fine. I think there's a path here where you can convince. I'm hoping so. But I couldn't talk Sean down. I couldn't talk Sean out of not attacking the railroad. And I couldn't talk Desdemona down. Desdemona, as you said yourself, was being too stubborn. Which is why I'm thinking, like, obviously the Brotherhood is a no-go now, but if there is anything the Minutemen can do, I'm desperate. I want to make sure that there isn't an option before I go and execute the entirety of the railroad, because technically they've been good people. I guess that's what we're trying to find now, right? If there is a path. I don't like the idea of Rust Devils chopping. Them robots the Rust Devils carry around are terrifying. And one of them's dead by the sound of things. Shit! Please die, please die, please die. Oh fuck, I've been found by the Rust Devil. Run! Just keep running, 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 just keep running. If you give it a quick Google, Scotty, there's 2, I think. Now I've walked into super mutants. That's a what? Okay, the Rust Devil's still chasing me. Now what? I don't know where I'm going. Fucking stepped that shot. Oh, sidestepped the shot. What's going on now? There's raiders fighting super mutants. That's fine. You lot fight among yourselves and just let me calm down. Fuck me. Yeah, there's 3 major ones, Scott. Am I out of purified water already? Yeah, I can top that up when we get to... 1 second, I'm panicking. Yeah, there's, I think, 3 or 4, Scotty. What am I hitting? Look how little damage I'm doing. I'm actually in trouble. Oh, no! I hate to be doing this for Augur. Yeah, there's the one that's in Desolus, Scotty. There's what's the other one? There's one to get the book. Knowledge of something. Fuck, I'm gonna have to lead him to the... Crits. That's good. Another one. And one more. Shoot! Fuck me! Sorry, Scotty. Alright, we're alive, we're alive, we're alive. Jesus. This is just me walking so I can get to... I spent far too much ammo for every gun there. That was dumb. Yes, Scotty. There's like 3, I think. There's one for a book. Like In Search of Knowledge or something it's called. And there's Down the Scarlet Path, which leads to the Sword Quest, I think. Worth getting. Right. Next thing I have to decide whether or not I do is swim across this little bay to get to the castle, because I need to speak to Preston. Let's go for the ride and take any shareable quests. Oh, you're going on a pug? There isn't any shareable ones, I don't think. I've decided I'm going to swim because the corner to the right is always full of Brotherhood and versus super mutants, and I don't want to get wrapped up in that given I've upset the Brotherhood. They cook some cheese on the bottom of this sandwich and it just makes it 10 times better. Adding cheese makes something better. Scandalous. Okay. Hazmat suit off. Never cared more about the Minutemen before. Oh, they burnt some cheese, I'm with you. Right, let's just walk across the docks and avoid the main road, because the main road might have Brotherhood on it, and I do not want to be fighting people with power armor after I've just blew most of my crits. I've had better ideas. Let's stick to the water's edge. Please say the Minutemen have something. Some way of brokering peace. Imagine Preston goes wobbling in there. All nice and friendly. He'll know what to do. Yeah, no, I'm with you, kitten, yeah. Oh. 36 Druid tanking SM with no tanky gear is going to be interesting. Best of luck, Scotty. I respect the bravery. Okay, just be calm now. This is the General Atomics factory that we raided for 1,000,000 years ago for the automatron thing. I know this area at least is safe. It didn't used to be. I died twice in here, but I know it's at least safe. God, I wonder if I can remember all of the deaths when this playthrough finally comes to an end. Maybe I'll carry on. I'll find like 300 and... what is it? Just under 300 unaccounted for ones. Shall we swim from the end of here, maybe? Yeah, let's just swim. The castle's right there. Also, it avoids going back through all those docks and that little town. It's not University Point, is it? Okay. That's what I was thinking of going and investigating. That looks like a submarine, right? Oh no, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just a tugboat parked next to something. In fact, that's exactly what it is, isn't it? Is that Libertalia? No, Libertalia's up here, isn't it? There. What is that? That's just a tug, isn't it? Ah, balls. Alright. Hazmat suit on to avoid getting any illnesses, and... It's on the list, kid. I'll investigate it in the future. Just having a beautiful swim right now. Right, Preston. I've got bigger fish to fry. I'm too interested in this main story. I've got a list drawn up of things to investigate in the future. Stuff I want to do more. Right now. Right, with all the major events that's going on, surely Preston has something to say about it all. That's Ronnie. Where's Preston? That's Ada. Just put a system in that stayed in for 6 months. Why so short term? Siddle's up to the stream. I'm putting the uninstall date. I had to type 2025. Ugh. Which is weird, given it's only 2017 right now. Right, let's get rid of the thirst. Let's fill some bottles. And then pray with me, everyone. Pray that Preston has something. Siddles, good afternoon. It's 2012. Well, how is Fallout out then, kid? Oh god, yeah, I can put these away now, can't I?
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for minute.
Don't need Brotherhood of Steel tags, do I? Keep the plunger. But yeah, I can put these away now. I'm not going to need them. Well, I'll put all but one away, and I'll test. But I don't think the Brotherhood are going to be... I wouldn't respect Bethesda if it let me. But I don't think it will. Probably good. Okay, no water. Right, let me go sleep. 2012 was... Oh god, yeah, it was a wet summer. Oof. Muddy. Let's sleep for 6 hours. But I look so good. It's the last time I wasn't fat. Yeah, none of us were adults 12 years ago, right? Or very few. Ooh, Virgil's ready. I can go check on Virgil and see if the serum worked. Thanks, Ada. Any idea where Preston is? I'm looking for a Mr. Preston Garvey. If anybody's seen him. Okay. Please, Preston. Please.
Better than ever. Is there something you need?
How are you feeling?
I'm glad to have the chance to return the favor. After all the help you gave me. Just let me know if there's anything else you need.
No.
No problem.
Well, that has all but saved my, sealed my fate. There is nothing left to do now, but either attack Desdemona or infiltrate the Institute. I have warned Sean that I am not comfortable openly attacking the Brotherhood. Could go hunting for all 20 bobbleheads, or just let the game play out in the background. I warned Sean I'm not happy destroying the railroad, and he wouldn't have it. I warned Desdemona that I was sent to kill them on behalf of the railroad, on behalf of the Institute. And she was too hot-headed and insisted that we take on this lead. From what I can see, there is no third option now I have gone to war with the Brotherhood. The Railroad have proven themselves too stubborn and too naive to probably get anywhere with any of this, given that the Institute now know exactly where they are. If the Institute already know where the Railroad are, the Railroad already know that the Institute know where they are, then no matter what I do, is the Railroad safe, ever? Sealed your fate. I like the sound of that. I imagine you'll come across something you haven't seen yet. If you did, but I don't know where you haven't been yet. I will, Siddles, yeah. I'll probably have a good scour of the map towards the end. I've got a list of things I want to explore before we finish. But when I say sealed my fate, I mean in terms of this decision. I'm going to have to bite the bullet and kill Desdemona. Because if I take down the Institute, the Railroad will liberate the remaining synths, and then what? The world carries on in its fucked up state. But a Suski-led Institute might have to dispatch of the Railroad if they're too stubborn to listen, or at least Desdemona. And then a Suski-led Institute, post-Sean's death, can start working on improving humanity, if that is their goal, which it seems like it is. A Suski-led Institute can relax the Institute's behaviour when it comes to the SRB unit and that sort of stuff. The Railroad have good intentions, but their future is short term. How do you feel, Mindray? As the person that made the decision with me on Monday, welcome to the new followers, by the way. It's nice to meet everybody. They squished your jam donuts while the icing is stuck to the bag. Bastards. Desdemona has to die. Because while her cause is good, I think I am better suited to execute on that cause than they are in their current position. Because they're too ideological and too stubborn to give the synths what they feel they desire long term. Right? Because I can't see a future for the Railroad currently. So despite the fact that Desdemona wants to give the synths the freedom if they desire it, if we take down the Institute, the synths are already liberated. The Railroad will have their goal. The future of humanity will suffer without the Institute's plan, which, from what I can tell, while being a bit rough around the edges, is a good one. But the Railroad will then do what? They won't be needed anymore. They'll have executed their plan, and they'll have liberated a small handful of synths. But does it not feel better for their current goals to have a leader of the Institute that is willing to grant synths their autonomy if they want it? You're level 8 million, you don't have an Aqua Boy. I've not even built the Sea Moth yet, Siddles. Desdemona. Ah, she has to die, Mina's right. Shut up, super mutants. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to. I can't walk past that corner, can I? Because the Brotherhood will be there in force. Are you Brotherhood? Just scavengers. Okay, scavengers are slightly safer than what I was anticipating. Maybe I can walk this way. It's just if it's the Brotherhood that they're fighting that I'm concerned about. That's an Assaultron. No. That's not a fight I'm willing to get involved in. Fuck that. The Dust Devil Assaultron. I absolutely refuse. Look at these two. Look at him. Fucking Dumb and Dumber over here making the same joke. Oh, I'm so stressed. I have to do it. Like, emotionally, I'm not happy assaulting the railroad. But emotionally is not the only concern. I have to physically do this. Actually, what am I fucking playing at? If I can get away with just executing Desdemona, then that's maybe for the best. I can go like this.
Dadstream. Poplo.
Poplo? Olga, welcome to the stream. Is it a nice quiet one? Promise me. Right. Let me go. I need... You can tell I'm stressed. Olga, it's happening. Olga, welcome to the stream. I have to... I'm going to go get some stealth boys. Let me go get some stealth boys, right? If I can pop Desdemona and stealth boy out, then I don't have to kill Pam. I don't have to kill Drummer Boy. I don't have to kill Tinker Tom. I don't have to kill Deacon. I don't have to kill Glory. I don't have to kill everybody that's down there. You just saw that nobody said anything in World Chat for 5 seconds. It's dead. It's gone. Never mind. It's the perfect excuse I needed to bail. Do a rum drunk. Right, let me go get some stealth boys. I assume I don't have any on me. Olga, I'm about to commit, as you would say yourself, a war crime. On behalf of the Institute, I need to assassinate the leader of the railroad. I tried to tell Sean it's not the best option, but he and his team are adamant, despite the fact I'm in fucking charge. I tried to go to the Minutemen to get some advice from Preston. I got nothing back from him. I tried to go to the railroad, and I tried to say they're actively trying to kill you. Please reconsider. And I got nothing from them either. The railroad are too stubborn. The Institute are too committed. And the Minutemen are a bunch of bitches. Saying that, this is slightly above the Minutemen, right? The Minutemen are there to fight off some raiders and maybe the odd ghoul. This is above their pay grade. You ate all the Gregs and feel sick now. Do I regret it? Not even a little. If I have stealth boys, I should be able to get myself out of this, but I would have to fight Pam, who, let's not forget, is a Assaultron. I've got no ammo for this, which would be my primary weapon while I'm in there. Plus, I've got some stealth boys in storage.
Beautiful city.
Overseer's Guardian, I wish I had you right now, honestly. Was it 8 stealth boys? I forgot it, please. 3. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. I'll take another 5 stim packs as well. Let's sleep until morning. It's like Chaz says yesterday, I wonder what would happen if I took Nick inside the Institute. You mean Pam would bend me over, Kin? That's for certain. I'm not willing to mess with Pam.
Here to spy on me.
Right, I've got no food, have I? I might have a little bit. There we go.
You'd build high walls too if you had neighbors like these.
Alright. Desdemona must die. This is bad. Oh, I'm stressed. What do you mean, let's go? Should I bind Stealth Boys? So Stealth Boy is like Vanish in WoW, but slightly less effective. It won't disengage combat, but given I can break line of sight, I think a Stealth Boy will work. God. The remnants of previous disputes. Oh, Backstreet Apparel Raiders have reset. Where's the turret as well? There's always a turret. It's almost cute at this point. I remember when just clearing the raiders out of Backstreet Apparel was all, the Backstreet Apparel was all I need to worry about. Instead of walking down the Charles River knowing I have to execute one of the most well-meaning people in the Commonwealth. This does not fit very well with my stomach. But up to this point, we've not had an argument in the other direction, have we? So I suppose this is as close to a consensus as we can get to. If she was willing to listen, if she was willing to call off the dogs, if Desdemona was willing to say, do you know what, if that's what's happening, we are outmanned, outgunned, and very unlikely to succeed. Let's flee. If she was willing to do that, I would understand it. Outnumbered, outplanned, outgunned, out and about. But she isn't willing to do that. She still stubbornly insists that even despite the fact that she knows that I have been asked to execute her from within inside the Institute, she's not willing to give it up. Their cause is good, and I am willing to further their cause. But their methods for furthering the cause are not the best. We saw what happened at Bunker Hill. That would have happened without me. The future of the synths is better in the hands of a Suski-led institute, I'm fairly sure. We're going to make an all-out stand. I'm going to need a right now. Oddly, Augureyo is the name of the guy that has been leading the Institute's raids on.
Perimeter movement. Weapons hot.
What the hell is an Assaultron succubus? Give me the combat inhibitor. It's Rush Devil shit, isn't it? It's gonna blow that. The Gnome Warlock invention in retail. Sooner the better you get your right-hand man back. How sexy it. Fucking hell! This game's stressful today. Damn, that thing hurt, by the way. It took one shot and took me down by about 25%. Oh, you're quoting something. I think that one choice needed to be minimize violence or even avoid conflict rather than wait and see. You might still be railroaded at this point, though. Yeah. You're right. I think the idea of saying, like... Yeah, possibly. Like, I can see why wait and see felt like the right idea at the time, but I don't know if avoiding conflict would have meant that... But that was with the Brotherhood, right? I think that was with the Brotherhood as well, instead of the Railroad. That choice might have been regarding open assault on the Brotherhood instead of the Railroad. I think I'm... Yeah. It's absolute travesty you've never watched Hamilton stuff. You don't know Washington as well as I do, an American, do. You couldn't stop him from saying to sex everything. I'm sure it's very good, Og. I haven't watched anything like it. Whenever I go out with anyone, like our dad's bad for it. He's always saying, "Oh, have you watched this? Have you watched that? Have you watched this new thing that's come out? Have you seen this film yet? Have you watched that? Have you watched it?" And for some reason, I have to keep reminding him that I've somehow got to a position where I don't watch anything. Have you ever noticed how American is one letter away from Mexican? Interesting. There's something in that. And it's only 2 letters away from Canada. I can pretty much guarantee the vast majority of people over 35 in the UK have had no interest in Hamilton. Do you know, Gwynblatt, I don't think I'd know it existed if it wasn't for Mina and Trim, etc. Oh, you might be completely right that it's their loss, and it doesn't need defending, but Gwynblatt's right, it's not really been on our radars. I think that is his point he's making, not that it's lacking in quality or anything. Yeah, doesn't seem to have any cultural key to our generation here, yeah. Even if you're salty about the whole American Revolution still, which clearly is the only reason you wouldn't watch it. What do you think it's because of that, Og? I don't think it would be, really. There's all sorts of stuff surrounding that topic that gets popular here. Oh, fuck, it's the midstream break. Right here as well. Alright. That's what I'm saying, Ogre. I was saying that if you can't imagine why, I was saying, does that seem to be what it is? I was taking your joke and wondering if there was any truth in it. US history wasn't something we learned about at all. We didn't learn about our history in truth. No. I think in US history we learned about slavery and prohibition, right? I think that's the only 2 things I learned about American history, and the rest of it was obviously the war. I think there's at least a small part of it that turns people in the UK away, given that it paints the UK as straight up bad. It's so than all our culture paints the UK as bad. Do you know the whole American thing of being like, America #1 and all that? That simply doesn't exist in the UK. Did you not really learn anything about it, 6-4? It's a bit like Leeds United, so then. No matter how much you think you hate them, they hate themselves more. Right, I need to go for a quick midstream break, and when I get back, we're about to commit a war crime. I'm taking your joke and displaying it in the British Museum. Now that I respect. Right, I'll be back in 2 minutes. Get into chat.
Ayo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man.
Alright, we're back. Leeds and Man United are natural enemies, just like Leeds and Scotland, and Leeds and Ireland, and Leeds and Leeds. Damn Leeds, they ruined Leeds. Augur, thank you for the bits. Leeds always throws me a bit because it's an industrial district in Kansas City, where the major intersection is Leeds and Manchester. Leeds and Manchester are the two, like, capital cities, shall we say, or two major cities, but not in a huge war that happened. So they're arch nemesis, and that even translates into football. It's the intersection where all the gang violence happens. What's Saddleworth Moor? What's in this can? Right.
This is way too fun.
Dougie, thank you for the bits. Martin, welcome to the stream as well. That's the Leeds we're talking about, yeah. It's also a town in West Yorkshire where they talk all funny. Southan says Cloudy Lemonade. 6-4 says Apple Tango. Alkarion says Liquid. Gonna have to be more specific. You're not getting credit for that. Scotty says Orange. Kitten says Tropical. Dougie says Lemonade. Okay, I've been putting a bit of thought into this over the midstream break. In Fallout 3, the reason why I almost sided with Professor Eden when he suggested wiping out all of the mutated life in the Commonwealth to then cleanse the Potomac with clean water. He would have created, ironically, an Eden, a small oasis in a desert of radioactive wasteland that he was hoping would have become, in enough time, the rebuilding of the pre-war humanity. The problem I had with that, eventually, is not only are you making it's a big choice to wipe out all ghouls, all super mutants, all mutated everything. You can't really make that decision for them, right? Obviously there was that, despite the long-term goals being good, but I don't think the terms were long enough. Because what that would have done is just created, in a perfect world, a small, as I say, a healthy patch in a much, much, much wider and fucked world. And that healthy patch would have succumbed to the poison that surrounded it eventually, right? That didn't feel like a sustainable long-term goal. However, in this instance, the Institute has a cold fusion reactor that they've just built. Their technology is thriving. They've got food production. They've got water production. They have an incredible foundation to build upon, because not only have they got those things sorted, they have the technology and the drive and the plans to augment humanity with this technology to potentially help the whole of Boston, the whole of the Commonwealth, the whole of Massachusetts, the whole of the United States, the whole continent, and potentially the whole world. This, unlike Eden's idea, this actually feels like a ground zero that could take off. And if I'm the leader of the major transition, that's currently where I'm feeling. Fusion, Dougie. Cold fusion. Right. Dougie says lemonade. Kitten says tropical. Scotty says orange. Sothan says cloudy lemonade. Alcarion is dead. Make a guess. 6-4 says apple tango. Martin says orange. Marnrat says ginger beer. The answer is... fucking Dougie. Again, he's got it twice this week. For that guy. So, if the Institute are going to get their way, I need to walk through this door right now. And I need to execute the leader of the railroad. Now, I agree with the railroad's ideology. I agree with them in principle. I agree with their plan for the future. No, I agree with their hopes for the future. What I do not agree with is their execution. And as I come down here now and tell them that all is lost, the Institute know where they are, and the...
fuck them, they are nerds.
And the Institute have already sent me to execute them. Do you know what I could do? I could go to Sean now and tell Sean to send to that I am not going to do it. Mine was a legitimate guess. Could have been an empty can. Are you really going to take credit for that, Alcarion? Are you willing for such a tiny victory? Martin, thank you for the bits. I don't want to do this, but I can't see another way. I think currently I live about the same amount of time away from Leeds as I did in my childhood home. Did I just move back home? Leeds was next to... so there was a Leeds in Alabama too. Anyway, right. Drummer Boy's going to come up here and he's going to let me know that Pam needs a word.
Pam needs you in her room.
Thank you, Drummer Boy. Can I execute the Desdemona in one shot? I can. Oh, I'm not sure of this. Yeah, I think a lot of the East Coast is essentially just named after English towns, right? Not that it's the East, you know what I mean. Do I survive this if I try it? I can pop a stealth boy. J-Man, thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Maybe I wait until Glory's got out of line of sight. There. And Drummer Boy. Fuck. Press 1 to do it. Now I feel bad. 6-4 says do it. Ganchi says don't do it. Alcarion says do it.
Sam!
What just happened?
Find him!
Desdemona is dead.
What the?
Oh god, I'm failing all the railroad quests.
Something's out there!
It's actually happening. Oh shit, Glory's got the fucking... It has to be done, Sothan. They wouldn't listen. I fully agree with their ideology. As I say, I just don't agree with their execution. Or the doctor. Deacon! I don't want to do this to Deacon. This is what the quest says to do, Sothan. This feels really bad. No, not Tinker Tom. I like Tinker Tom.
It's only a
What else can I do? It's true. I wish there was a way around this, but as far as I can tell, there isn't. Pick the side doesn't send you to assassinate everyone. Sothan, they wanted me to destroy the entire institute. I might actually cry the damn hormones. I wish it didn't have to be this way. Destroy both, Sothan. Are these the first people you've killed in this game? They're the first people that aren't murderous raiders.
Now, rob the corpses.
If I didn't risk nearly losing 10 years of followage, I would unfollow right now. I really wish that didn't have to happen. How do you know they've all been murderous raiders? The game just marks them as red and you pop their heads off. They might have been nice. There's a lot of them that have been, actually. I'm not looting. No, you wouldn't say that. You'd apologise and then refollow. Drummer Boy, Glory, Desdemona, Tinker Tom, and mercifully, not Pam. It has been a pleasure working with you. I wish it didn't have to come to this, but between the future of the Commonwealth and your small-time operation, you stood in the way of what shall hopefully grant you your end goal regardless. I promise to make this up to you and the memory of the railroad by steering the Institute in the correct direction. If it's up to me, the synths you fought so hard to protect and thought you were protecting by shooting me will get the autonomy if they desire it. I will see to it personally. By getting out of my way, you may have finally achieved your goal. But I'm sorry it had to end like this. No, I'm not going to loot them. This isn't for sport, this though. Nor is it for loot. This was a bunch of misguided and naive people that, while their intentions were pure, were actively fighting against their own best interests. I hope. Yeah, Deacon too. Deacon, Drummer Boy, Desdemona, Tinker Tom, Dr. Carrington, Glory. Thank you all. I won't besmirch your corpses. You can keep your possessions despite what the chat's telling me. May the old North Church serve as a tomb in respect of those that died along the way and will hopefully get what they overall desired. I couldn't watch. Mind right, it was so sad. now we can hopefully steer the more powerful Institute in the direction they hoped it would go in the first place. If I didn't do that there, the Institute would have done it anyway. They were not surviving the day. Humanity's best hope. Gone. Well, not humanity in this instance, but... I really wish it didn't have to come to that. I really wish I could have warned. I could have convinced them to leave. But Desdemona's stubbornness... Even as I was stood there saying, the Institute have just sent me to kill you. And I said, you can trust me to have your best interest at heart. But I was given no choice. I can't justify it. It wasn't a good thing to do. But if I have the option to run the Institute in my image... Oh. Press 1 if I'm the villain. Let's go back to the Institute. I hoped there was a choice, mind right, yeah. But I can't see... I can't see having the railroad try and
quite a handful.
Infiltrate the Institute was sensible. Mindrat says I'm the villain. Ganshi says I'm the villain. Elkarion says I'm the villain. If I had my way, it wouldn't have gone like that. But siding with the railroad never felt like an option. What are the railroad going to do against this? Is a group like this, with actual unending power and resources to make food and water, is losing this worth saving the railroad? These people are just scientists. You aren't the villain, you're right, you shall enforce your will upon anyone that disagrees because you are the hero. For what's worth, I think you're the villain no matter what you do. I'm not going to read that just to be safe. Again, I'm definitely not reading that, Ganshi. Fuck me. And I'd advise nobody else read it if you don't want to know what somebody who's played the game knows about the future of the Institute. Okay. I don't... How would I know that, Ganshi? How would I know that?
Have you seen J522 around?
Okay, if it says it's not in the game, also be careful, because that rules out what might happen. That's fine then, Ganshi, that's fine, sorry. And I've jumped the gun a little bit. But I'll be careful. Azzy, welcome to the stream. I apologise. Azzy, are you well? Is it hot there as well? Who was it who was saying it was ridiculously what? Scotty said it's warm out there today. Oh good, I can see how that could be conflicting, yeah. Alright.
I suggest you keep this to yourself.
What if something's wrong? Look around. Courser patrols have doubled. Synths are being wiped more.
And so, the work is done. I am sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
It was tough, yeah.
I assure you that there was no other way. Their fanaticism wouldn't have allowed it.
True,
there is
actually.
obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
What is it? What's this last threat?
Well, perhaps it's not that obvious after all. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us, and attempt to take what we've spent so long creating. We need to destroy them, before they can destroy us.
Destroy them? What exactly do you mean?
I mean we eliminate all Brotherhood forces in the Commonwealth. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not enough to destroy them here.
There are more of them out in the world, Mother. And they too will come for us.
So what do we do? See, that's another thing that's one thing that I've been concerned about with the Institute. Elder Maxson is only the leader of the Prydwen. Fair enough, he might be on order from orders or whatever. Just talking in terms of the movie I wrote. Mina, welcome back. Mina, I've just done the worst thing imaginable. Sean was right, though. The whole fanaticism angle is they were a bit too ideologically focused to see what the Institute were offering as the bigger picture. Looks like you'll be killing them. I've already done it, now I've got to go for the Brotherhood. But the idea of killing on a wider scale is wild.
You have something in mind if that happens?
I'd like to prevent it from happening in the first place. We will show them that if they interfere with us, the very technology they value so highly will be turned against them. We will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they cannot ever stop us. They will know better than to ever interfere with us again.
So we're just going to attack them?
There's a plan that's a little more involved than that. Dr. Watson should be in the lab. He will explain the details to you. Time is of the essence.
Am I taking the Prydwen out of the sky? Am I being mind... I don't know if I'm being mind-washed into genocide, or the Brotherhood of Steel are the militaristic force that have come to try and stop everybody in the Commonwealth from having any free will, and they are, like, as much as I've defended them in the past.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
Is killing an army considered genocide? I thought it might cool off today, but it seems not so much. We having a really warm August, though, even over there. Mina, it was lemonade. Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics.
Is a wonderful place, isn't it?
I was about to say, Gwynblade, the thing about destroying the entirety of the Brotherhood of Steel is they've existed since those games, as far as I know. Is destroying an army considered genocide? An invading army? Because the Brotherhood of Steel weren't here at the start of the game. They have come here, subjected all of the farmers to help with their decided war effort. Now, the Brotherhood of Steel, their intention now is to rebuild Liberty Prime and wipe out the Institute. Whatever happens, the Brotherhood and the Institute are going to come together at some point. The problem is the Brotherhood of Steel are a military and technological fanatic organisation that, as far as I know, span from east to west coast. The only problem in the Commonwealth right now is that Elder Maxson, part of what I can only assume is like the East Coast Division, for example, has landed the Prydwen here, immediately subjected the local farmers and gangs, forced them to provide crops for the war effort, forced them to supply the Prydwen with supplies. I know I defended the Brotherhood yesterday, this is not an easy decision. I'm just going through what you could consider the negatives. And the Institute's plan to augment humanity with synth tech going forward. And the Institute have promised to do it peacefully, by the way, only defend themselves. So the Institute have decided they are defending themselves against the Brotherhood. If the Brotherhood lose the Prydwen and their forces in Massachusetts, they lose one tiny wing of an enormous army. If the Institute is lost, their entire plan for the future of saving humanity is gone. Sounds like a pretty standard invading army. Exactly, Easy Green, yeah. Just read chat back and so then has my vote hands down. On what, sorry, Mina? Cathedral done, no deaths. Good work, Scotty. Easy Green, are you well? Everyone in war is convincing themselves they're defending themselves. But as I sit here, in this instance, what side to pick? The trouble is, Mina, is both were ordering to execute each other. Sothan's point was easily countered in this instance. The Institute wanted me to go and take down the railroad, and the railroad wanted me to take down the Institute, and I had to decide which one to favour. And neither of them would back down. If the Institute was destroyed, the railroad would be no point in it existing. But if the railroad, who couldn't be talked down, were no longer a concern, then the Institute could potentially... Exactly, Mina, yeah. And both were. I agree, that's... When he said that, my immediate answer was, both sides are attempting to do that. I had to infiltrate the Institute ahead of a storming of the building. Tiny Green's a special ed teacher now. Good stuff. What was she before, Easy Green? Just a normal teacher? That's the decision, Mina, yeah. And it wasn't supposed to be a killing spree. It was supposed to be just execute Desdemona, and then... But obviously the railroad came to her defence, and the quest insisted I do it. Give her our congratulations, Easy Green. Right, let's go see what the plan is for... Good news, got a start date for your new job as well. Good shit, Martin. Congratulations to all these greens getting new jobs.
Technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Martin is EG's wife, confirmed. She's in grad school learning to be a special ed teacher. Oh, I see. Yeah, give her our congratulations. Martin rumbled.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
Not really. Right, where's the guy? I need to buy some food and water. Where's the rec room area? Let me just go and sort this out. Then I'm going to go and speak to the doctor and see what the plan is to take down the Pridwin.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome to the commissary. What can I get for you?
Let's see what you got.
Martin DM is no more now. It's Martin EG. Easy Green. Commiserations. Right, it's Institute bottled water, isn't it? There we go. Properly hydrated. Okay.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace.
Yeah, I don't think I agree, Olga, that taking down the Pridwin would be considered genocide per se. If they said go kill all of the ghouls, go kill all of the super mutants, go kill all of the humans, go kill all of Diamond City, go kill all of anything, then maybe, but repelling an invading army is a different story. A repelling army which is aiming to literally nuke this whole location. It's coming, don't worry. But who would the Institute be against, per se? They might still do, that I agree with. But who would the Institute... Which group, or which settlement, or which whatever would the Institute be... Are they asking you to win the war or kill the soldiers? Win the war, Mina. So the Institute, this setup has a plan for the future. They've been creating... In fact, let me show you. They've been creating synthetic humans and augmenting humans to try and find a way for the humanity to better survive. Obviously, the wasteland and the apocalypse. And the Institute see that as...
In a nuclear war, they say the only thing to survive will be cockroaches. Which means most countries will still have functioning governments.
What the hell is that? Santa, thank you for the bits. Who the hell wrote that joke? Santa, welcome to the stream. The Institute are...
Higgs and Loken are lucky to be alive. Not everyone would have
Look,
handled
Mina.
that situation as well as you did.
That was extremely political for a Santa joke. Yeah, look. This is the Institute's goal for the future. To both use this technology to create and augment humanity synthetically to better survive. They have a plan, long term, for the future of this stuff. Now, they have done bad. If a synth becomes what it believes to be self-aware, then they will drag the synth out of its current situation and return it and wipe its memory, etc. It's not clean. Far from clean. But the Brotherhood sees...
you on your handling of the situation.
Thank you.
Bioscience.
Watch yourself, you'll have your head off. But the Institute, the Brotherhood I should say, are a technological preservation military that raid army bases. They raid...
You showed a lot of leniency with Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules.
Yes, can everyone shut up? They essentially see technology as being some kind of thing to worship more than to use like this, and they see this as a bad use of technology. So the Brotherhood are here to ultimately destroy all of this. The Institute have no desire to simply kill the soldiers as much as they do to protect themselves from the nuke that the Brotherhood are pointing at it. Does that make sense?
I thought all the surface people looked like monsters, but you seem pretty normal.
Seems a bit harsh. Yeah, so do you mean the synth retention thing seems a bit harsh? Are you making yourself a new robot wife? Abstractal, welcome to the stream. I mean, I've got the capabilities to now. Yeah, the idea of bringing them back in is a bit brutal. And that was what the Railroad were trying to do. But instead of being open to working with the Institute, they were insistent that the Institute... I need to be down here, don't I? They were insisting that the Institute needed to be destroyed. And we've been having this big discussion about, can you truly humanize something that isn't human? Especially something that can be disabled at any time, that can be turned at any time, that can... Yeah. I think one of the more objective parts of this is the Brotherhood are a threat to the Institute. And it's pretty difficult to defend the Brotherhood in all of this. Technological preservation, not hoarding to be the most powerful fighting force. Yeah. Technical... But they kind of are the latter, aren't they, the Brotherhood? All right.
Surplus power should translate to increased efficiency and productivity.
Dr. Watson?
Did you need something?
Any special projects going on that I should know about?
Are you referring to something in particular? Has something happened?
Sean says it's time.
Oh, well, I guess it's been coming. I suppose we should get moving. Let's go, Rosalind. Sean says it's time.
What now? I'm still working over the code that robotics sent over. The algorithm is a mess. It's not even close to peak efficiency.
I know, but we need to move quickly on this. Dr. Orman has done most of the hands-on work, so I'll let her explain the basics to you.
Okay, thanks. Is this really exciting, or is it just me? So, you know that the Brotherhood's main operation is at the airport, right?
What can you tell me about the airport?
Well, there are a few key buildings that are still structurally sound, but no pre-war aircraft are still in service.
True.
If they were a little less intelligent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd have just swarmed them with synths. But they're not idiots. They've managed to generate an EM field that's messing with our ability to relay in.
What sort of EM field? What's it doing?
Basically, just scattering any suitable complex signals, like the ones from our relay, preventing us from getting close. So the immediate area around their encampment is a no-go. They don't, however, have the entire airport covered. We can relay you into a point at the edge of the airport, and then you can get in and take down the generators.
That can't be the whole plan.
No, it's just the first part.
Oh, God.
Your job then is to get closer to the main camp. You'll have Surprise on your side. Should give you some time before they can organize a real defense. For every generator you take down, it means we can start relaying in synths, giving you even more of an advantage. And, oh, I almost forgot. Take these.
And these would be...
Oh, you'll like this. This thing, and I haven't come up with a good name for it yet, it basically deploys a beacon marker. Wherever they land, we can lock onto them and relay synths directly to that position. If there's a hotspot, you can drop synths right on it. We've only got a few of these, so put them to good use. Don't go tossing them into the bay.
What are these reinforcements supposed to do?
They're going to help you buy some time, while you're completing the real objective. If nothing else, they'll take a few bullets meant for you. Your real job will be to reach Liberty Prime. You know the deal with that, right?
I don't need the details.
You really do, because it's the whole point of this. Evan?
Right? Sure. Liberty Prime was a pre-war experiment by the military.
Yeah.
The Brotherhood found it when they moved to the capital wasteland. They never could get it up and running, till they got help from Dr. Lee.
And Merle. Sorry.
What did she do?
Designed the power system for it. Small, but powerful enough to get the thing moving, and shooting, and apparently throwing bombs. Now, Dr. Lee had access to everything on Liberty Prime. I mean everything. While we don't have it all written down, we've got enough. We know what it can do.
Hang on. While working for the Brotherhood, did I extract Dr. Lee? Because at the time, I was still willing to destroy the. I was still willing to destroy the Institute, right? Or I was at least keeping my cards open. So I went to Dr. Lee and I said, "You need to get out of the Institute because the Institute's in danger." Until the Institute explained their plan for the future, and I changed my mind. I removed Dr. Lee from the Institute and took her to the Brotherhood for safekeeping. What I have essentially done there, it seems, is I have picked out the perfect scientist possible, taken her to the Brotherhood of Steel, and implanted her there so she can create Liberty Prime, which is going to kill me. Through some stupid series of events, I have orchestrated a more difficult boss fight. Because the whole idea is that Dr. Lee couldn't have got Liberty Prime back up and running without Dr. Lee. No, it's not that I've screwed her, Ganshi, I've screwed myself. Fuck. I like this game. This game's dumb. The way I wish I could wash out my skeleton like that. Could air it out. Just take all your muscles off and hang them on the washing line for a bit. You've wrote your own death note, yeah. 40 chops, here we come. But you wouldn't you have to kill her? I probably would have to kill her, yeah, Ganshi. But that's one negative thing. But the major negative is now I have to fight a fucking robot that's 4 stories tall that I wouldn't have had to do otherwise.
And we know how to take advantage of that.
We've taken everything we know, made a few modifications based on what we think they've done with it in the past 10 years. And, this part was my idea, uploaded the whole thing into a modified synth, capable of delivering the virus directly into Liberty Prime. The little guy is going to be exposed and vulnerable, so you'll have to keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get shot, you know?
What exactly is this virus going to do for us?
Well, if nothing else, it'll take over the weapon systems and establish their airship as a primary target. You can figure out what happens next. So your end goal is ultimately pretty simple. Get to the robot, Then hold the position while the synth does his thing. Oh, and don't worry. We'll pull you out of there before everything explodes.
If you've got any questions, this is where you ought to ask. If not, they're probably ready for you upstairs in the relay room.
What happens to Liberty Prime after this?
He'll have several hundred tons of airship crashing down on top of him. That's about it. If you've got any questions, this is where you ought to ask. If not, they're probably ready for you upstairs in the relay room.
Have we got a plan B?
Seriously? No, this is it. Don't worry, it's going to work. If you've got any questions, this is where you ought to ask. If not, they're probably ready for you upstairs in the relay room.
What have I got for backup?
With our reactor online, once the field is down, we can throw everything we've got at them. And believe me, we will. If you've got any questions, this is where you ought to ask. If not, they're probably ready for you upstairs in the relay room.
No questions. Let's do this.
All right, good luck. I'll send word that you're on your way up.
Dr. Lee might not show it, but I can tell she's excited about having the reactor online.
If he doesn't die to a 4-story robot, it was rigged from the beginning.
See Bicentennial Man. An example of rampant AI robotic advancements that have gone too far. A terrifying lesson from history.
Heaven forbid, Martin, they might end the world as we know it. So the quest End of the Line was just for the... End of the line, as in end of the Freedom Trail. Is that why it was? Is that why the end of the railroad was called End of the Line? Because it's the end of the line we followed to get to them in the first place. Institute Beacon. What do these do? Whatever happened to Robin Williams? Seemed to be in loads of stuff. Then he just disappeared, yeah. Probably got cancelled. Alright. We've got 11 rounds. It's true, Easy Green. I tried to talk Desdemona down. I tried to tell her that they need to get out of here because the Institute know they're there. If I didn't do it, the Corsairs were going to do it straight after me. Desdemona just wouldn't listen. So I had to pull the trigger with hope that their noble cause can be actually executed by me in charge of the Institute. It's bad. But they were never going to be able to pull off what they're hoping to do. Hopefully a Suski-led Institute can. I'm just praying the game allows for it. Alright. I've got Deathclaw meat. I've got some food. Water is the concern at the moment. Plenty of food, in fact. How many stim packs do I have? 17. Psycho Jet, 13. Great Mentat, 6. Am I ready to go? Are we taking down the Brotherhood?
Good to see you.
No. I will, but I just need to quickly go and get the remaining fusion cores. It was not a decision we took lightly, Easy Green, at all. Nifty new suit. Yeah, it's the Starcore one from Nuka World. Yeah. I wonder if that's what Chaz was referring to yesterday with these robots. Chaz was talking about something on one of the loading screens he's never seen in game, and I think it might have been that one. Right. Let's go get my remaining fusion cores. We'll gather up some water, and we'll go back to the Institute and make our move on the Pridwin. I will essentially be killing 2 characters from Fallout 3 when I do this. And as far as I can tell, the only 2 characters from Fallout 3 that are in this game. Elder Maxon and Dr. Lee. I will have started today's stream with with 4 factions on the map and ended it with 2. I just forget Maxine is in 3. Yeah, we had the discussion, didn't we, early in the stream and in the playthrough, and then I think it was the computer in his bedroom that pointed to it to be true. I'm still not confirmed, but I'm fairly sure it's the kid. Because the Matson family were the family that first founded the Brotherhood, right? Who are you?
Hey, General.
Have you stolen Preston's... No, you've been in the ammo box, in the thingy box, haven't you? What about you? Who are you? Hello. You forget I'm General of the Minutemen, doesn't it? It's a dog. And what about you? Ah, nice goggles. Don't worry, dog mate. We're going to make this world safe and I'll be back for you, I promise. I don't want 22 fusion cores. Let's take...
And that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Was that my voice on the radio? Did you hear my voice then coming out over Diamond City Radio? The beautiful brown eyes of Dogmeat, isn't it true? Right, now I've got the fusion cores, we teleport back inside the Institute. Are we ready?
Woof woof, I wov woo stub the woof a woof.
Mine. I'll give you that. You know exactly how to make my skin crawl. Good effort. Which I'm sure was your intention. Where would your voice come over the radio? So, for the Institute, Santa, on behalf of... Oh, is that what you were discussing in golf, mate? On behalf of Sean, I had to put a radio over a message over the radio, and I did it. I went to Travis for Diamond City Radio, and I recorded a message for the entire Commonwealth to hear that the Institute comes in peace, and they need not worry about the Institute, that they're not doing anything of any harm to anybody. They've got no plans to destroy or to hurt or to harm any town or city or settlement or anything. And that if everybody cooperates, hopefully we can create a brighter future kind of thing. So I didn't realise it was actually coming out over the radio. So some Friday night Doomhaus stuff, I see. Okay, let's eat. I've slept. That was great men. Did I just take 2 great mentats when I didn't mean to? And made myself even more thirsty than I'd... Fucking idiot. That's fine, that's fine. We're in control. Where's the relay room? So I need to protect Eden Prime. What's Eden Prime? Oh, it's a planet in Mass Effect. I need to protect
Giving me the creeps, you know? They seem
a robot until it gets to Liberty Prime. Once it gets to Liberty Prime, it apparently will take it down, and somehow the Pridwen will be the ultimate victim. Am I in the right location? I must be, right? Hello? Through here, maybe? Oh, is that what Cat's posted a picture of? Where am I going? How is it? What is it? What is it asking me? It says I need to go to the relay room. If the relay room is not accessible in here, then it's always up top, isn't it? Yeah.
You'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Through the main elevator.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace.
Apparently so, ma'am, yes.
Belongs.
I don't like how in buying what the Brotherhood, what the Institute offer, there is no way to talk down the railroad. Like, I feel like even though, like I say, even though they're naive and even though they're a bit too idealistic, despite being very well-meaning, I feel like destroying the railroad is always a bad move, right? Okay, we're off. Wish me luck. Augur, best of luck. Team 1, best of luck. It's time to wage open war on the Brotherhood of Steel. Chaz, it's happening. Brotherhood are in the area. I need to infiltrate the terminal, and I need to bring in the synths. Let me get these beacons up and running. Now I'm dehydrated from the lack of water. Fuck. Chaz, are you well? Man put some Casey Rocket quotes. I'm using the Institute beacons, which I will set on... No, I'm just equipping them, aren't I? That's all I'm doing. If I had... I really wish I had 308 ammo. I'm detected. I'm in caution. Can I not hit the... Okay, this is already dangerous. Brotherhood Star Paladin. Oh my word, I did no damage. I'm in serious shit here. And now I'm extremely thirsty. Augur, this is not looking good, I'll be honest. Not no damage, you dinged him nicely. I'm in caution. It's fine, it's fine. Might. At least wait till I'm panicking. I need to get to that terminal, don't I? Can I not get a line of sight on this pilot? There. Are you going to crash on top of... CCK, welcome to the stream. Team 2 thinks you're in a fine position. Brotherhood Paladin Commander. You know what? CCK, are you well? Backstabbing betrayal seems to be the word of the day. Just got here. Thought you were trying to avoid fighting him. Open war is the only option now, Chaz. Something to my right. Prime subscribe, does that say? Interesting. I'm joking, for the record. Getting bits here. Team 2 could suck their own nuts. Okay, concentrated fire means that the accuracy eventually goes almost all the way to 100, but we're farming crits with this. Another one come. If I just step back and take this slowly, we've got this auger. Pretty close to the predictions today. 49% yes, 51% no. It's kind of rare, I suppose. Okay. Back in stealth. Good work. Concentrated fire perk, doing the business. No more vertebrates from what I can hear. If I could get some 308 ammo from the Brotherhood, that would be great, but they don't use that shit, do they? They use plasma weapons mostly. No sign of Liberty Prime yet, which I'm very happy about. 308 ammo, please. Somebody. 10mm rounds is good. Let's pop this. Turrets have woke up, that's fine. Let's guarantee 100% hit on the combat inhibitor. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Ring the bell to make sure you get notified when I upload. Say nice things about me to be enrolled in sweepstakes for a game that... This is the big lad, right? That, as Satan said, I just tickled. Nice. Okay, this pistol's shredding his power armor. What was that? Are the synths here? The synths are here. Sweepstakes for a game that this company paid me to give away. Subscribe to my... I'm not saying that out loud. I'll probably get flagged where I pose with an actual fan. Get 15% off my beanie merch with the code Pepsi Mr. Pibb, sponsored by Coca-Cola. As always, everybody, don't click the link. Okay, I'm pushing towards the terminal. There's Liberty Prime. That's a fucking... Okay, get rid of him quickly. Shy Guy, welcome to the stream. Dizzy T-posing. Oh god, that fucking minigun though. Ow! This is a lot of Brotherhood. But this is my spec, right? We're a stealth build despite the massive robot suit. Okay, he's dead. Still in caution. They don't actually know where I am, despite aiming right at me. Turret, can I deal with that now? It does look like it's T-posing, I see what you mean. Don't click the link! Okay. I'm still not in danger. Joke sort of thing. Okay, we're working them down. They are throwing stuff that I don't want to be tanking though. How did that miss? He's got a fucking missile launcher, that's why I need to worry. Right, I need to get this shot right first try. That miss. Got him. We're fine. Is that another? Yeah. Crit on this guy. I don't know if they keep respawning. God, my stealth's ridiculous if they can't see me. There's the minigun. Keep critting. Oh, his armor came off, didn't it? The second shot was never going to survive. Oh! That's a rocket launcher or something. That's a missile at my feet. Oh, thank God I'm in power armor. Run. Am I still in danger? No. I think the enemies are respawning. I need to get to this terminal. Yeah, it's just throwing fucking respawning enemies at me. You know what, Olga? We're alright.
Okay, now it's ooh.
Not yet. Oh, I think crits must bypass their helmets or something. You always get tons more damage with a crit than you're promised when it comes to power armor. Okay, let's just keep sneaking in. That fortification seems to be... Look, there's just a constant stream of people with missile launchers. Fuck. How many people are in here? Okay, that's put me in caution. What's that noise? Okay, that was bad. That was bad shooting. Oh, piss! Is that somebody else with a rocket launcher? Who? Fuck. Come on, VATS, please. Use VATS. I've spent this entire time specking into it for a reason behind it. Okay, the generators are now listed on the map. If I can crack these generators. But Liberty Prime's not popped yet. If there's some point where Liberty Prime gets engaged... Can I have that checked, if that's alright, someone? Okay. Fucking hell, I'm out of crits. Okay, this is dangerous. I'm doing alright damage-wise. It's alright. Time to upload through YOLO. No. I need to make this safe. Thank you, Auger. Come on, increase damage. I'm almost running out of fucking ammo for this, but this is a good way to farm crits back up. Yeah, for those that are just arriving, this is a completely blind playthrough. I've never done this before. And I don't know what happens or what to do. And it's, so any mistakes are my own, as it were. Okay, that knight's watching me. But this should actually be a killing blow if I can crit through the helmet. Beautiful.
Hiding is pointless. Nice try.
Hide from this, knobhead. Okay, I need to get away from the rocket launchers. My left arm's fucked. None of these have a rocket launcher, right? No. Okay, generators. How do I destroy them, I wonder? Steal the fusion core, but that doesn't feel like I'm destroying anything.
Lost
still...
visual.
I wonder how I do this.
I'm warning you. I have strict shoot-to-kill orders.
That's it. Okay, that's brought the synths in. I need to get to the next generator. I forgot the synths are going to come in when if I can crack one of the generators. Shit, it's kicking off up there. Can I break through this? Please tell me this isn't just a storeroom of some description. Fucking hell, fire. See, this is a problem when you've got the perk that means you can't break the pins. You don't get the feedback that you need. Maybe if I just lob a grenade from a distance, I can create enough chaos. Fuck, this is not what I thought it was. Is it above? Am I in the right place? I am. But I can't actually get up there, can I? I need to go up a floor within the building. I've just spawned a legendary synth and a courser to help. This is the way. The Brotherhood are losing the fight. In fact, I'll just leave them to it. Just kill anything that's in my way, like this poor soul. Crit the head. I'm on fire. He's dead. Corset, come with me. You're useful. Please kill. It's a legendary. Oh, that's a lot of damage, actually. Ow. Hello, you two, can you help in any way? I'm healing Ogre, don't worry. I'm now dehydrated from a lack of water, though. I can't keep popping stim packs like this. He's dead, he's dead. Instigating sniper rifle. Okay, I'm glad he didn't choose to use that. But now I have that. Has he got a mini nuke? Oh, fuck, it's Proctor Tegan. It's the guy I've been buying vertibird grenades off. Oh, that feels bad. Right, I'm going to go up and destroy this generator. Oh, I aren't feeling too good about this now. Is this going well?
Intruder.
Oh god, what are you doing here now?
By yourself.
Fuck me. Right, there's a generator in here somewhere, I think. Okay. Is that 2 of 3? No. Yes. Okay, next one's down. I'm just flooding the area now with Institute workers. I need water really badly. I'm extremely dehydrated and it's only going to get worse. If I could get a line of sight on the pilot. So this should engage Liberty Prime. Am I going to have time for this? Shit.
Dr.
Okay, there it is. It's not the time, idiot savant. There's the pilot taken out of the vertibird. Right, I want that to go down without hitting me. Woof. Good.
They trusted you. They made you a knight.
No.
Now you're murdering them.
Oh, I don't feel good. I'd read it out, Ganshi, but you hear it so often from teenagers on the internet. It's getting old. Okay, can we kill this guy, please? He missed you. Right, so now, if we can clear the... I'm about to survive this. I'm too thirsty though. Oh shit. Fucking kill the... Oh god, it's Ingram.
All these stormtroopers? What's this? Fucking Order 66?
Go. It actually feels like it's Santa.
Please defend this position.
I'm trying, knobhead. Okay, give me Institute Beacon. Santa, thank you a bit. So how does that work then? That should call in some synths now. Yeah, look at the synths it's called them in. See where modern Sea of Thieves gets their ideas from suddenly. And then if I throw one of these over here... I need the pilot out, don't I? Is that the pilot? Yeah. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Pilot, please. Nope. Pilot, please. There we go. Why won't it let me click the pilot's head? Body? Fuck it then. Bye. I see how the shot broke the power armor. Try pressing E. If only. Oh shit. 12 welcome to the stream. I'm getting lit up by somewhere. Who's shooting me? Where am I taking all this damage from? Oh. Kill him! I need the vertibird out of the sky badly. It won't let me shoot the pilot. It won't let me target him. There we go. Pilot's down. 50% of the hacking's done. Fucking hell, this is chaos. Because there's no vertibird between you and the pilot, so when you click on the head, you're clicking on the vertibird, I suppose, yeah. Okay, come on, hurry up.
Parameters. Offline. Recalibrating.
I don't know how long I can survive up here. Synths, keep going, please. Throw some more down there. Option: place the teleport beacons. What does that mean? Oh, I did it, yeah. Right, 75%.
Die, you metal freaks.
Excuse me? Ow, 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 ow. Somebody else is on the stairs again. Who the fuck are you? It's him, it's Elder Maxon. Shit, shit, shit. Ow, 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 ow. Elder Maxon. He's dead.
4, 3, 2, 1. Operation complete. Shutting down.
Updated tactical assessment. Red Chinese presence detected. Version by communist forces cannot succeed.
It thinks they're fucking Pridwin's communists.
7, 3, 9, 5.
Time to go, ma'am. We're relaying to a safe location.
Did you see that shadow in the distance? It was a bad time for the fog, but it's happened. The Pridwin is no more. I mean, that tiny... Whoa. That tiny little flicker that we got. Promise you, good job you promised not to harm anyone, right? Well, I promised on the radio not to harm anyone that intended to harm me. Liberty Prime is dead. The Brotherhood of Steel are destroyed. Sothan, these are an invading army, don't forget. Hoarding technology to make the biggest military the world's ever known. They came over here to destroy the Institute and subjugate the farmers to a degree. They are certainly not blameless. Well, did mean to get back to you. Buy a new GPU so you can increase the render distance. That was rotten luck for the weather. But fucking hell, that tiny little flash. Right. Both the Railroad and the Brotherhood of Steel have been brought to their knees by the might of the Institute. It is on my head now to make sure the Institute takes this piece and does the right thing with it. Let's go back there. The main drawback was not having the Institute activate Liberty Prime. But the whole mission there, Sothan, was letting that robot rewire Liberty Prime's directives to essentially make Liberty Prime think the Pridwin was communist China.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done.
Okay, what time have we got left? 4 minutes. Let's go debrief with Sean and then we'll work out what to do. What's next? I agree with Sothan. I think we...
Hello, Sean.
Ah. There you are.
I already heard the news. But of course you wouldn't be here if it weren't a success. I'm glad it worked, but I'm glad you're safe.
Are you comfortable?
It's good of you to ask. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Just take care of the Institute. Take care of its people. They're good people. You know that. Allie has always been loyal to the Institute. And to me. You can rely on her for help. Once I'm gone, it's all up to you.
Isn't there some other way? Some other treatment that could help you?
Nothing permanent, no. The inevitable could be delayed, but at increasingly terrible cost, I simply decided it wasn't worth it. Don't worry about me. You need to look ahead. Focus on the future. Our time together has been strange, hasn't it? I spent years wondering what you were like. Thinking about all we missed out on. I want you to know that I'm grateful for the time we've had.
Do you really mean that?
Yes. Of course I do. Thank you. Mother, you've helped a boy achieve his dreams. I think I'd like to sleep now.
I've lost Sean. All over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This was not the world I wanted. But it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I thought I hoped I could find my family. Cheat time, make us whole again, the way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. The road ahead will be hard. This time I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes.
Hello? I'm not crying, you're crying. Yeah, I removed it, so I thought it's fine. As a member of the Death Cloud, I thought we were the bad guy since day one. Well, the game still thinks I'm in combat. One last technical issue. I think we've finished the main story. Sean, after all that time finding him, has... Okay, music. For now. Just shut up, just for a second, yeah? Sean is dead. How do I get out of this room? Whew, you're supposed to do it on accident while farming. Finish it on stream. I don't have a great deal of time to deconstruct this, but we have some things I need to do in-game. This is not the last one. It seems like it's let me continue. Sean, who we've been searching for this entire game, has died. The institute which he has set up to further and better humanity going forward long term is now safe of the Brotherhood, and the institute and the railroad who tried their hardest to subvert this effort sadly couldn't exist much longer. Do you know what? I'm so panicked after that final thing. If you die now after the game ended, I'm going to lose my shit. I've still got stuff to do, Augur. I do. However, that is the main story completed. It ends with Sean dead, the Brotherhood eradicated, the railroad sadly stopped in their tracks, and now Suski is the leader of the Institute. In my headcanon, even if it doesn't come to pass, Suski, with her passion for the railroad, which ultimately ended in disaster, is going to move forward with the Institute being ran with a little bit more compassion for these things that they're creating. I think it's left open-ended for that reason. But it's for the lowly Minutemen to one-shot. I just realised the Doomhaus streams are on YouTube. Anyone know if they're kid-friendly so I can stream them at work? They aren't kid-friendly. They're not listed as made for kids 12. Because I'd probably get in trouble. But we've got more Fallout to come. Valheim is the next playthrough, but I want to do a number of things before we finish the game. We'll talk about this tomorrow. We'll debrief it properly. But now I'm in charge of the Institute. Start making them for kids so I can watch them at work. Nah. No. It means you can't have a comment section and everything. All my kids have learnt from this is a string of swear words and violence. Do you know, I really don't know how to feel about that ending. The whole build-up to the ending was top, but in terms of where I find myself now, I think it's up to us to bring the playthrough back to land, right? As for the end of that main story, that was interesting. Right, on the to-do list, we've got to clear out the dumping ground that killed us. We need to go back and check on Virgil. We need to go and lose all our money at Easy City Downs. We need to check out the submarine kitten, I said I would. And we need to pet the swan. Santa, it's still a plan. Didn't sit right with me when I did it. Yeah. It just feels to me like destroying the Institute was never a good idea. Because despite the Institute being a bit rough when it comes to bringing runaway synths back in, if that's all they've ever done, does that make them worth destroying? Does that make worth every worker and every maintenance crew, everybody that lives in this whole business, including all of their technology and everything? Just because they're a bit rough to the synths when they bring them back in, does that mean that this entire place needs to be destroyed? I don't think it does. Playthrough makes me think what I don't like about Bethesda is the uncanniness of their graphic. That's never going to change 12, yeah. Alright, tomorrow then, we'll have a full debrief of what's happened today. Educate, not eliminate Satan is the truth. But no matter how much I tried to say that to the railroad, they wouldn't listen. It had to be sabotage. It had to be destroy from within. It had to be... Okay, tomorrow then, we'll talk this through. But for now, the stream has ended. I don't have a great deal of time to play with, so I would do it now and delay marbles, but I need to go and get ready for tonight's raid. So, thank you all for joining me today. I should probably sleep before we actually get out of here. Give me a second. Yeah, the graphics are what they are, 12. I think you just have to kind of buy into that and choose if that's what puts you off with Bethesda games or not. Personally, I can see past it very quickly. Right, Marbles is coming now, I apologise. That is it for today, however. Our 3 hours are done. Augur, I still sit on 38, but the chop game was always not to the end of the main story, it was to the end of the playthrough. I've got a few things that I need to do, but as it stands, Augur's guess of 38 chops is legitimate. All DLC's done. All the main story done. All of the side quests I can find done. And I sit now on 38 deaths. How do we feel about my prediction of doing this in 10? Ultimately, I was incorrect. But I don't think 10 deaths was that far outside of the realm of possibility, given that all of the Fallout players said I was going to get triple figures. I'll take it. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow then for the debrief, and we'll wrap up whatever last bits and bobs I can find. But for now, thank you all for joining. Welcome to all the new followers today. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Valheim is the game we'll be playing next, but of course we've got Fallout to bring to land. Thank you all for being here. I love you all. I will see you all tomorrow. But for now, those of you in the Doomhaus Discord that would like to take part in the marbles, let's play that now. And for everybody else, I love you, and goodbye. Is there a credit? I wonder. To be fair, we didn't account for you throwing innocent people into the fire to save yourself. That has not happened, thank you very much. Alright then. Let's go. Boys and girls of the Doomhaus Discord, you all know that when you join the Discord, which is linked down below, you get randomly assigned a colour. The greens and the oranges of the Doomhaus Discord take part at the end of every stream to determine who is the person of the century of the day. There's Burger Bomber, he's back. I see him now. Right, if you are in the Doomhaus Discord and you'd like to take part in today's marbles to determine which team wins, be it green or orange, and who takes today's point, you must simply type the password, and only if you're in the Discord and you type the password, I will give you a marble. And if your marble wins, person of the century of the day. Easy as that. Shay, welcome to the stream. Team 1 did survive the final showdown. Currently, as Monday and Tuesday are behind us, the scores for this week are orange 1, green 1. The password for today, if you'd like to take part in marbles, is end. Go. Shake how you will. Password is real good. Well, I beat a game on stream in 2024. That makes 2. I'm looking forward to Valheim though, I must admit, but I've got unfinished business in the Commonwealth. Right, we've got Sothan in for the greens, Satan for the oranges, 12 for the oranges, Chaz for the greens, Eaton for the oranges, Alcarion for the oranges, Scotty for the greens, Monrad the oranges, Easy Green for the greens, Martin for the greens, Shake for the oranges, Auger for the greens, 6-4 for the greens, Abstract, I can never get that right, Abstractal. I can now just spell it, but when it comes to actually writing it, it feels like my hands don't want to do it. Lundios, welcome to the stream for the greens, Azzy for the oranges, Cats for the greens, Siddles for the oranges, Tagslap, welcome to the stream, good afternoon, for the oranges, Mina for the oranges, and Cellist for the greens. Cellist, good afternoon. First person to pick a number between 1 and 10 picks the level, go. Might be able to squeeze one more in before New Year. What, one more victory? We've got Sothan, Satan, 12, Chaz, Kitten, Alcarion, Scotty, Mindray, Easy Green, Martin, Shake, Augur, 6-4, Abstractal, Lundios, Azzy, Cats, Siddles, Tagslack, and Mina. 10 oranges, 11 greens. 21 marbles enter. Satan says 4, top on my screen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Express delivery, 21 marbles, 3, 2. Alright. The next major event on the Doomhaus calendar is Trick or Treat Marbles. And that's around the Halloween period, and then it will be final week. But I've been told it's too early to start talking about final week, and there's probably some truth in that. The level is express delivery. Trim is the record holder on 1 minute. Can you beat him? Cellist gets the drop. Cellist still looking for his first point of the competition. Cellist might be the only one here still looking for a first point, right? Is there anybody else? I think even Abstractal's got his first, but Martin is willing to steal from Cellist. 6-4 in second for the Greens. Alcarion in third. Oh, Manrat in fourth as well, and here comes Chaz. Cellist doing alright, but this looks strong from Martin. Can Martin get that, like, super duper portal set up? It is Tag Slack, yeah, that's what I was saying. Trick or treat marbles before final week. Martin Guz gets the drop. Can he get the jump on the portal? He can't, he's stuck.
Go on, my son.
Tag Slack's trying it. Has Chellis made it? Has Chellis just... Chellis tries but fucks it. Almost gets the perfect jump. His cat's going to do it. Cats gets the perfect portal setup and sticks the landing. Doesn't beat Trim's record. Cellist was close. Cats is your person of the century of the day, and the Greens win the second point of the week. Fucking knobheads. Shit. Alright, I tell you what that does for the leaderboard as well. Cats gets the 158th point, and after, you all saw what happened in the Worm Olympics. After the Worm Olympics, the Oranges are now only 3 points ahead. Fuck me. Chaz, Thandia, Mina, Augur. Make sure you do your soft reserves, by the way. Right, Tagslack gets second, Azzy gets third, Chaz gets fourth. Cellist inches from his first point. Chaz, the crown's coming off, but it's going on to the head of a green. Cats, congratulations. That is Katz's... Cats say the word banana, by the way. That is Katz's 19th point. Fuck, Cats is nearly on 20. You don't see that very often. No, you're good, Cats. I found you, by the way. You don't need to say banana. It's not a solo win, though. No, that's saved only for Oranges and Slops. Sorry, I was going to say in Discord, Cats. I couldn't get to your name because chat wasn't scrolling, but it did eventually. You mentioned buffs in Discord. Did I miss something? Yes, there is. You can now gain access to Dire Mall. It's hard to explain. We might have to take you... Maybe miss out on it this time, Chaz, and we'll take you on a tribute run between now and the next raid and explain how to do it, because it's kind of difficult to wing it. Right. I need to get out of here. Just make sure you get the we're starting at Anixia, by the way, Chaz. That's where we're meeting. Right, everybody, if you haven't seen this already, this is the Worm Olympics highlights for those that weren't there for the week or that missed any of the days. But for now, that is it for me. And it turns out it's soon to be it for Suski. Fallout 4 has come to an end. The Brotherhood have been defeated and chased out of the Commonwealth. The Railroad, despite desperately trying to talk them down, have been stopped the only way that was left. It was violent, it was quick at least, and hopefully they won't hold it against me wherever they've gone. The Institute now, unopposed, sits comfortably back where they originally started and without any outside threats, where they can hopefully work on a better future for humanity. Greens, congratulations today. Oranges, commiserations. Cats, congratulations on your 19th point. Well played to everybody. Tomorrow then, with Fallout main story finished, we're going to go back in and we're going to wrap things up. The prediction I should do before we get out of here. God, I'm so flustered after the end of that. That final fight's taken it out of me. Right, 3 people on Team 1 said I was going to survive today. Shake put 4,800 points on it. Alcarion put 10k of his own money with another backer that I was going to die, but I didn't. It was a chopless stream. Augur still in the running for the 5 points. If I can beat the game, like tomorrow or whenever, Augur could walk out of this with 5 points and single-handedly put the Greens back on top. Sorry if I've had alerts muted, but that is it for me. Thank you all for being here. I love you all very much. Thank you for the bits, the subs, the hosts, the raids, and everything. Enjoy the Worm Olympics highlights if you haven't seen them yet. But for now, can somebody give me a final word as I say? Go watch Killer Bits if you're staying on Twitch. As I say, Easy Green, Cellist, Chaz, Cats, Satan, Abstractful, 12, Tagslap, Mindright, Satan, and everybody else. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you all. But from now, et tu Suske. Easy Green.